July 28th to August 1st, 2021, 5 airplanes and 12 people flew from southern Manitoba northward for a total of 1,670 nautical miles in 15.5 flying hours. We diverted at Dauphin to go back to Russell to pick up Walter and Arlene Thickett, whose plane was not able to start. Along the way, we spotted some forest fires and reported them when we could. Ourselves, Ken and Colette Pierce, along with Walter and Arlene Thickett, in our Cessna 182 Foxtrot Whiskey Quebec Kilo. Max Harvey and Earl Van Rensselaer in their Cardinal CFXH. Morley Woods and Warren Gobert in the Cessna 185 GWDQ. Francis Peliquin and Ben Greening in Cessna 172 GEJW. Rod Wetter and his son David in the Mall GX ST.
Everybody remember the song, The 3-Hour Tour?
We finally arrive at York Factory, first established in 1684 as a fur trading post for the Hudson's Bay Company. York Factory is a Parks Canada historic site. Archaeologists are still finding amazing artifacts. After 2 years of planning, Ken and I could not believe that we were finally here at York Factory. We posed for some final pictures in front of York Factory before heading back to Gillam. On our way back to Gillam, our adventure continued as we saw a polar bear on the banks of the river. One last wave goodbye to York Factory from the air. Now we're on our way to Churchill. Approaching Churchill, we see belugas in Hudson's Bay. Here we are all at Churchill Airport. There's Earl and Max and their Cardinal. There's Arlene and Walter with us in our 182. Moving right along. In the mall, we have Rod Wetter and his son David. In the back there is Francis Pellepin taking pictures. And here we have Warren Gobert, who's flying with Morley. There's Mr. Pierce. There's Ben Greening. And there's Morley approaching his 185. While in Churchill, we stayed at Lazy Bear Lodge. While we were there, we enjoyed good food, fun times, and friendship. We visited Cape Mary, which was first built in 1717. All that remains of Cape Mary is a gunpowder battery. Across the bay, you can see the Fort Prince of Wales. It was interesting to see Miss Piggy, a C-46 that crashed in Churchill after takeoff in November 1979. This C-46 was called Miss Piggy because of the size of loads that it had to carry from site to site in the north. The Prince of Wales Fort was first built as a log fort in 1717 and was later rebuilt as a stone fort. On the shores of the Hudson's Bay. Cool day, July 30th, 2021. On our way home, flying along the Hudson's Bay coast, we saw plenty of polar bears, caribou, and eskers, and beautiful blue water. Francis and Ben had to do some hand propping to get their plane to go at Gillam. Leaving Gillam, we encountered heavy smoke. We climbed to 11,500 to be above it, but not before our vacuum pump failed. But we were able to use our G5 gauge and we made it home safely. And now that we've been home for a while, we wonder, where will our next Red Suspender adventure take us?